So what's off limits about a car? Well, it's not the car, it's the radio. You're driving along in heavy traffic. People are cutting you off in front. They're tailgating from behind. And look, road rage free. Why? Well, because of the radio. The people are making you smile. You turn it on, they come into your car. But you can't get into their studio. Well, not until now.
Hey, I got a suggestion to get that TP out of your house. You know those big, long extension tree trimmers?
Mm-hmm.
You can try one of those, and if you can't get the TP out, you can just
chop the tree down.
Chop the tree down.
Yeah. Hey, Shelley, how old are you?
I'm 39.
Favorite age?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. By the way, I am AM in the PM.
Of course you are. If each of the 20 threw 3 or 4 rolls of toilet paper, I mean, that's a lot of TP in there. Let's see.
Well,
in fact, Shelley, let's say there were 20 kids.
The Franco Pinion AM in the PM show is one of the top 5 afternoon radio programs in St. Louis. No topic is too trivial that it can't consume most of an entire program.
Or
is that
3 million squares.
You know who started this? Probably Mr. Whipple, the Charmin. Probably came up with that.
Isn't he?
Yeah, he is back. Probably they're able to pay him to come back from the proceeds and profits of all this TP and stuff.
The secret to the success is so simple. We basically sit around and do what you or anybody else would sit around and do with their friends at a card game or with their buddies at work. We chit-chat.
Why don't you go down and TP Randy's house?
Little music, no serious discussions, and a radio show that just seems to happen. Nothing is planned. No preparations. Nothing.
We talk about what kind of cigars we're going to smoke, and we talk about who's getting the iced tea before the show starts, and that's about all the show planning we do.
That's serious.
Yeah, that's serious. We never do anything.
I'm AM in the PM.
Everybody.
I'm AM in the PM.
What does that mean?
I don't know.
You may know his voice, and you can look at Franco Pinion through the studio window at Westport, but he won't look back at you. Only his back and the golf course tan on his head are visible. Believe it or not, he's a bit shy.
I'm not at ease when people are watching me. I don't like the window. We got a window, and my back is to it. It's not because I'm, Jerry Seinfeld, who, by the way, is the rudest guy I ever met. It's not because I want to be. I can't. It's distracting. I can't do what I'm doing. I wish it weren't there. I'd rather have a window and look outside and see the weather.
Appreciate the call. Thank you. This should be Ken. Hello, Ken.
He's most comfortable with the other 4 characters on the show. Producer Dan Levi Strauss, Ian the Peon audio guy, Karen Vail, the only female, and Terry Dailey, whose role has never really been completely defined.
Just because I don't like a song doesn't mean I hate children.
You're mean, Terry Dailey. You're mean to children.
Oh, that has to hurt.
Oh, it hurts me. It hurts me terribly.
Dan Strauss is the funniest guy on our show. I don't want anybody to know that, because if they ever find out that he's really the funniest guy on the show, he's going to want to make like 10 grand a year.
Actually, I'm the world's worst producer. So my job is basically to take anything that goes wrong with the show, and that's all on my shoulders. It's my fault when it goes wrong.
Ian the Peon. Hey, man, he's from the video generation with buttons and computers, and he makes that control board dance. If I say, well, Roseanne, today on the Roseanne Show, by the time I say show, he's got a cow. I mean, he's there.
Well, I have to anticipate Frank and like where he's going with the story, and I'll kind of know, and I'll get a sound effect ready for the appropriate point in the story.
900 sound effects are instantly available. 300 are used regularly. Some are used repeatedly.
How did he spell it?
That's how he told me to spell it.
Don't be so defensive.
Oh,
man.
okay.
Wow. Pat, how old are you?
I am 46.
Favorite age?
Who?
Franco Pinion was once editorial at another station in another time. Today, he claims to be the highest paid radio or television personality in the whole St. Louis market.
It is an incredible ham, and when you buy it, you are paying for ham.
I get no salary. I have 3 commercials an hour. I get paid from those commercials. I pay 2 of the people on the show. They get paid first. The station takes out of my chunk. The deal I made with them is pay them first. I'll be the risk taker. Whatever's left, if it's a little or a lot. If it's nothing, they get paid first. I'll take nothing. But if it's a lot, I'll take a lot. down. You can sign up for the trip.
The most off-limits part of this program occurs during newscasts and commercials. The microphones are not on. Anything can happen, and sometimes does.
Frank caught his arm on fire. Did anybody talk about this? He was trying to trim the wick on a candle, and we always burn a candle in the studio. Well, he trims the wick, and he decides to take the wick and try to carry it across a piece of paper. Well, not only does the wick fall off these little trimmers onto his arm hair catches on fire, but then as he dusts that off, the wick falls onto the paper, and that torches up. So it's that kind of goofy stuff that goes on, and then we come back out of the commercials, and we're all laughing, and now we need to explain why, or perhaps it was so bad we shouldn't explain.
5 before 4, this is the Big 550 KTRS.